Hey sports fans, and welcome to the first Dodgeball Edmonton Div 1 final. Behind the desk we got myself, Bryce Parody, and I'm joined by Chris Berry and Paul Aking.
Hey Bryce.
Hey, how's it going, Bryce?
So what are you guys' thoughts on this matchup today?
Well, I think that it's going to be a really even matchup. Deathly Hallows has a lot of strong individual players. Fury, total team playing team. So, they've got the teamwork going for them.
Well, I think Fury does have an advantage. They've been a team that's played together for almost 7 years now. Deathly Hallows just being put together at the very last minute before the season started.
Alright, now we got the first rush. We got no action off the line. Both teams are taking their positions. Jason's looking for a throw. There goes a little toss. Another little fastball pitch there, and gets hit on the counter. Another trade at the line there between Kevin and Paul.
Paul looking to stand down in this game by wearing a blue shirt.
Another counter there by Dwayne Hoffenbauers. Fury controlling the line. Mike Waddell moves up. Little toss there from the back. Oh, players converge on Dwayne, but there's no hit. Dwayne moves up again.
Dwayne is really just excellent at maintaining line control. One of the best in the game at doing that.
Fury back with control of the line. Looks like Mike Waddell got a dodge in there. Guy that definitely likes spending some time in the air.
Fury is just pressing them down. Just team shot after team shot here. Looks like Deathly Hallows, though, is going to regain control.
Yeah, really great job by Mike Waddell there, staying alive for his team. He's a strong thrower, strong athlete overall. Really going to help them out here in the finish, probably.
Yeah, it's no easy trick to stay alive in multiple team throws, especially with this new format we're playing. These the balls come in fast, and they're hard to keep track of.
Looks like they just got Dwayne out. That's going to help them out, leading to a finish here. We've got 3 strong guys.
Ball goes up, and Corey gets it.
As a spectacular second effort.
Good awareness there from Corey, and now Deathly Hallows is looking to close this one out.
Bliss on the back wall, and 3 balls converge at once. There's not much dodging that.
No, it's pretty tough to get away from those. So fairly back and forth first game. Both teams having some moments of control, but in the end, Deathly Hallows takes it, and that's 1-0.
Deathly Hallows looking good with new jerseys, or the first time this season sporting the yellow. So hoping to bring it out for the championships, looking good on the court.
I can only assume that those jerseys were designed by a graphics mastermind.
May have happened.
Fury has control off the rush. Couple team throws. Jason controlling the side. Oh, looks like some disagreements over what might have happened with a hit there.
Or celebration.
Team throw gets broken up.
Jared doing a great job coordinating his team.
Yeah, definitely the leader in many situations.
And just great at, once again, maintaining the presence on the center line there. He is so quick, especially for a tall guy.
Yeah, he's tall, but he doesn't have much weight to move around. He's pretty spry on his feet.
Yeah, I think you'll notice here, Fury starts to get control of a few balls. They will try and get Jared out just because he is, he's all over the place. He can get you in all facets of the game.
Yeah, that's one of the things that makes him a great player. He can move up to within just a few feet of you and still be very comfortable, very quick to catch, very quick to throw. Counters the line there. Solid team throw.
Yeah, doing great job quarterbacking the throws.
Looks like they got Jason there. Strong hit. Jason, a key threat from Fury.
Yeah, you got to watch him. Both the underhand throw and overhand throws are really solid from him. One of the best throwers in the league for sure.
Yeah, nobody's really figured out how to wrap their arms around that fastball pitch yet. And Christina tries a throw at Dwayne there, but Dwayne is able to pick it up with a double catch. Or sorry, Christine, that's my bad there. Amber coming up, looks for it.
Really need to see some patience from Fury here. More often than not, they get down in their league games and have to come back from a deficit. Wouldn't be surprised if we start to see that here as well.
They're a team that's definitely made it work, though. I've played some seasons against this team where we started up a few games by half and we never were able to close it out. So, it doesn't seem like it should work, but it's a team that makes it happen. Solid block there. And a nice effort.
It's especially surprising with a team that does have the veteran players that Fury does. To be able to pull it down in the second half, you'd think it'd be a younger team that'd be more predisposed to that.
Well, do you think that might be their age talking a little bit? I think you're not the youngest bodies on the court.
You know, you get to a certain age and maybe it's about economy of motion. We'll give them that.
Yeah, just take your best chances. Paul there looking swag in the blue shirt.
That's actually a throwback jersey from Paul there. It's,
really?
It's a Fury of 1,000 Balls jersey from about 5 years ago.
Oh, so this would probably equivocate to about the third jersey. This is the retro style.
Yes.
I see. Paul gets a little nick there. Brian looking for a hit. Nice cover from Melissa. Cheryl finds the dodge. Jason controlling the side.
Tim with the risky throw behind Dustin there. Trying to get a little cover disguised the throw.
They go looking for Jason. Not too many of those balls are on target. Another try here. Again, a miss.
Well, it can be so hard to hit those players that are fortified down in the corners.
Yeah, those cross-court throws, they can be tricky.
Yeah, especially when you line up some of your best throwers further away than they need to be. You need to have a direct line of sight to the player you're targeting.
That windmill is impressive from Hennessy there. You don't want to take one of those up high, though.
Nope.
His control can be a little hit and miss on that throw, to be sure. We saw one just earlier that looked like it's going to clear a second floor rafters.
Brian takes a catch and a hit. Nice little trade there. Paul moving back to the line. Finds the double block.
That's a good trade catch for Brian there. He actually had more catches than any other player on Fury of 1,000 Balls this season, which surprised a lot of people. He's more of an offensive player.
A lot of people moving to the new format. Their roles have changed a little bit, and Brian has definitely been one of those people who surprised us. Still a good thrower, but an even better catcher than he used to be. Fury has some control now, looking to close this out. They still got a few more threats to deal with. Megan, one of those ladies who's definitely not afraid to throw. Almost gets him there. Here it comes. Oh, Paul chooses a different target. Coy puts his in the turf. Big miss there. Sometimes whether or not you get those chances, whether you convert, that can make or break a game.
Yeah, it can be all about converting on the counterattack. You get so few opportunities to get a clear look at a person. You just really have to make them hit.
Yeah, it's one of those hallmarks of these higher division games that, you know, every team is good at applying pressure. So if you don't get to convert on your chances, you're just going to run out of time. They'll whittle you down. Throwers like Jason, they'll just keep finding hit after hit.
Got a long game going here. Fatigue's starting to set in on some of the players, it looks like.
Yeah, neither team rushing around quite as much as it was.
And when you get low on men, you like to take your time to set up the play appropriately too.
Absolutely. You know, at this point, you know, every hit, every catch is going to be a big deal here. Want to make sure you close it out right. Nope. The Fury's able to close it out, and that takes us to 1-1.
No way. That's like
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's I think that was the third game there. We must have fell asleep on one there.
Well, you are our scorekeeper, so how much are we down top of that? What are we at now? We got 2-1?
Looks like we're at 2-1 for the Hallows.
2-1 for the Hallows.
I'm gonna check in the back booth there to make sure that's correct, though.
Oh, Jason drops the catch there. He's really good at picking it up with 2 balls.
We've definitely seen a lot of that in the 3-on-3 tournament.
It was
He
devastating.
destroyed teams with that move. Really, really consistent.
Ball's coming in there. You can hear the high ones ringing off the railings. Ooh, Tim almost picked that one up, but Paul keeping it just low enough to get the knees.
Some might call that lucky, guys.
Some might call that that's a lucky opportunity there. Finding the double hit off a rare drop from Waddell. Corey picks up a nice catch.
I think we just saw about 6 players go off there in the span of 10 seconds.
And we're already at the end of this game. Melissa's looking to turn it around, but that one there goes into the turf. Very close.
This game has just been anarchy so far. Just so many people got out so quickly.
Melissa gets the pocket up, but she's not able to wrap up that catch. So now we're looking at 3-1 for the Hallows. Yeah, sometimes there's not too much rhyme or reason to a dodgeball game. You can have a plan, but it can all blow up in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, that's the truth for sure. One of the crucial points is setting up for the rush. We'll see how they go here.
Both teams playing pretty conservatively, not looking for hits off the start. No conversions there. Or, sorry, we got Cheryl out. Kevin came up with a single, puts it in the turf. Definitely Howe's backing away, pretty smart. And not too much happening here. A couple fishing throws looking for an ankle shot, but
just trading shot for shot really so far.
No big chances.
Yeah, just single throws, trying to make something hit.
Kevin gets one there on Dwayne Hoffenbauer's. Dwayne Wazinski coming to the line.
Looking for vengeance on that one.
Larson's went over Kevin's head. Kevin waits for his team. Big chance here.
Now you've seen a lot of group throws in the game when you have a player who's clearly in the middle. A lot of these players at the top level have learned, let's go to the middle person. We might get some of those balls back off the back wall, or if we hit right, it's a big thing to do with ball control in this game.
You can definitely see the advantage of it. Very nice counter there from Waddell, but yeah, once a team gets control of the line there, those balls, if they keep coming back to you, the other team doesn't get much to respond with, and you can throw and throw and throw, and this can very much be a thrower's game at this level. And a well-placed ball there from Kevin Chaput.
So like we talked about earlier there, Hallow's jumping out to a quick lead here. We're going to see if Fury can start to buckle down as this game goes on.
Fury definitely a long-standing and very successful team at this level of play.
Yeah, really, they have a longer track record than any other team out there right now.
Is that true of Chaotic Balls as well?
Fury was established before Chaotic Balls, actually. They may have about the same number of wins, but Fury's been playing for a bit longer.
Well, that's quite impressive.
Yeah, the cast of characters has changed a bit, but
as it always does.
Still captained by Dwayne Wazinski, who's been a member since the start. I think Brian also was a founding member of the team.
Nice pickup there from Melissa on the deflection. Yeah, it's great to see those players keep coming back year after year.
Brian coming in with a late throw there.
Jared on the counter. Oh, Brian almost picked that up, but a well-made counter from Jared Taylor.
And good cover by Tim, helping Jared get out of a sticky situation.
Absolutely essential. Not only do you get the counter rushes at this level of play, but you also get the counter counters. Being able to support your aggressive players makes a world of difference. 9 3/4 comes up, pops it up, and Christine gets the catch. Good awareness.
Oh, great play by Christina there. It's all about the awareness. When that ball goes up, if you're looking for it, you can make a play. Why not?
Absolutely. A lot of the better players have learned to watch their teammates when they get targeted with a throw, just looking for that pop-up. Especially in a tall gym like this, a lot of them can become available. Solid group through there. Keeping it low, looking for the safe hit.
Paul is just so agile, though. His ability to put his body in crazy positions just is astounding.
A little bit of ragdoll physics. We're looking for Dwayne. Dwayne breaks the throw up, but he does get hit.
A great play again by Hollows there, going for the player with the ball rather than going for Paul again. And they got the hit out of it.
Paul just hoping to have something come together here.
Well, he's got a lot of balls that he can play with.
Ah.
It's not a euphemism. Oh, and he keeps gunning for Jared, trying to take out the threat, but Jared is able to pick up the catch.
Tough to get through those big hands.
Absolutely.
So we're sitting at 5-1 right now?
Yeah, 4-game lead for Deathly Hallows, looking very strong, very in control here. Jason coming up to the line. Amber running for Deathly Hallows. Kevin comes up. Close shot there, almost gets Tim Newman. Paul protecting the line, keeping that one ball to make sure the other players can't come up.
Good synchronization with Paul and Dwayne there.
This is a real nice rotation of throws. It may not look like too much, but they're not giving their opponents a chance to come to the line here. There's always 1 or 2 players holding the ball, making sure that only Red's playing the line at this point.
And that's a tough beat when they're playing against Jared Taylor and Mike Waddell.
Yeah, some very quick feet on the opposing team.
That was a really awesome 2-line play there. They had 3 people throw and then 2 people throw right after, and they got Mike Waddell from that.
Kevin with a nice hit on Jason there. Able to find the hit in the middle of the group throw. Fury with the advantage now. Here they come.
Paul takes one from his girlfriend.
That was a great hit by Amber there. Isn't she lovely?
One of the best dancers I've ever seen.
And a hell of a dodgeball player too.
Brian and Dwayne working the right side. Our left side, their right side.
Brian with another catch trade. That's the second one of the game.
Looks like it's just Amber, and she is...
No, that's the end of the game.
Yeah.
Another hit there. So Fury picks up a win and gets it to 5-2. 3-game difference.
Still lots of time to play in this one, though.
Oh, absolutely. The games go fast, and they, we've seen as many as 10 games played in 15 minutes. Is probably not that unusual.
No, not at all. And championship game, there's a lot of motivation to make those games fly.
Everybody's working hard. Everybody wants this. Dodgeball's a fun game to play, but it's also a fun game to win, especially when there's trophies involved. Dwayne protecting the line. Resets his ball. Here comes Jared Taylor. Oh, and Dwayne makes a very nice catch there. Very clutch.
That is a huge catch in that situation. You're getting one of their strongest throwers out, and you're getting a player back in.
Yeah, no fault of Taylor, so that's just a wonderful catch from Dwayne Wazinski. Hallows moves to the line. Time for a group throw. Who are they going to pick?
Again,
Dwayne and Lisa.
The center there.
Kind of a scattered throw, though. They could have synced that up a bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. Paul protecting the line. Probably not going to find a play here. Just takes an easy reset. A couple balls come over, nothing too scary. Good block there. And a good conversion. Right off the foot there.
You got some extra help from the backcourt on that one.
Yeah, no, that's that good awareness coming through.
And
Jason Hennessy sent it one to the sky.
Yep.
That sky ball probably not going to hit anybody but Sam Franks, who's not in this game.
That's a souvenir for the backcourt right now.
You can see Dustin really bending that ball. Probably one of the best at putting that real steep banana curve on it. And now I believe Fury just has one more player to close this one out. Got to get Dustin. And there he bends it right onto the shoulder. But Fury, no problems, able to close it out, and now we are at a 5-3 game. Any thoughts on red balls versus yellow balls? Tried 2 types this season, seems to be a bit of a difference.
Yeah, I think brand new yellow ball versus brand new red ball. The yellow ball is a little stiffer, a little tougher to grip, actually.
Definitely a little bit stiffer. Wouldn't think the color would make that much of a difference, but as we found out, every little bit of difference in that dodgeball matters. When you're bending that rubber all the way back, makes a hell of a difference.
Camouflage may also be a difference tonight. Here we've got yellow jerseys playing red jerseys.
Suppose that's true. If you got that yellow ball nestled against your chest, it might make a bit of a difference in your peripheral vision. Do you think that could have been a deciding factor in the design of these jerseys?
No, I don't think it came into to effect too much. They were really just looking to get a group consensus on a color. Took about 3 weeks to get that.
Sometimes colors can be very hard. Perhaps Fury's bad luck that we didn't get the red balls tonight.
I guess Paul was hoping for the blue balls tonight.
He didn't get the memo for tonight's game.
Paul is just showing off his heritage there as a longtime member of Fury of 1,000 Balls. Dustin bends one around Jason there. Jared with the counter right off the hand. Very good placement. Another counter here. Wazinski's ball goes high. The conversion on Paul.
Good distribution of balls by the Deathly Hallows, but didn't quite get their timing down on that one.
Placement's alright though. Those ankle shots are pretty safe when an opponent's throwing a ball. Very hard to throw and then get back down there. Wazinski tries a shot. Gets a hit on Christine. And a good pickup there. Little fumble there from Megan.
Yeah, she'll want that one back.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Every once in a while, one of those balls just slips out and it rarely goes anywhere good.
Just looking to reset the clock, I think, and Dwayne was just a little too close for comfort.
Jared with those long arms and big hands. Basically a gorilla. Again with a dodge. Oh, so that's Paul there. Comes up, but Dustin with a big catch on the counter.
Just Cheryl left for Fury now. She's going to wait at the back wall. That is one of her specialties. It's just closing out games at the back line.
Definitely a very good evasive player. Hard to hit. Not a big hitbox on her, and very good at moving around, keeping her legs out of the way, ducking when she needs to duck, staying up when she needs to stay up. Oh, and he's able to get Dustin in the hand there. Every thrower you take out makes it a bit easier to catch later, but unfortunately 4-on-1 is still a pretty steep disadvantage to overcome, and Deathly House is able to get the hit.
Tim curls it right into her as she dives to her right.
Yeah, it's very hard to read those curveballs in a group throw, especially when they're coming out of the peripherals there. You just can't track them all.
You gotta give it to her though. She's not afraid to take one in the face.
No, and you're with these balls. As somebody who's been hit in the face more than a few times myself, definitely not too much of a brain buster. Give you a little slap. They don't feel pretty. But I believe Dwayne Hoffenbauer they're actually finding our first headshot of the game, hitting Amber Rose in the kisser.
Yeah, he'll be off for a couple there, and
there's a steep penalty for that.
Fury at a bit of a disadvantage here. We'll see how they adapt to it.
Yeah, they're gonna have to play the next one with 5. Nice sinker there from Kevin, gets Jason in the foot. Fury moves to the line. Brian there to protect. Kevin comes up, and Brian almost gets it, but Kevin's got a lot of power behind that ball and bounces right out.
Yeah, Kevin just whips those balls. He's got a very strong throw.
Absolutely. Guy that's been known to spend a little bit of time in the gym. And Mike Waddell there with a very good read on his opponent's throw there and is able to get right into it. Paul takes one just under the chin. Very hard to pick those up. Now it's just down to Melissa at this point. And Deathly House closes it out.
Yeah, it didn't give her much to look at for a catch there, that's for sure.
Not seeing too many turnarounds tonight. Most of the teams, once they get up, they're not floundering. They're not giving up those easy catches.
So we'll see how Fury adapts to only having 5 players on the court for this game, with Dwayne sitting one out.
You know, strategically, there's not really that much that can happen. You're really just playing from a deficit. No way of turning this into an advantage, but it's part of the game. Nobody wants to get hit in the face, so we got a rule about it.
You know what? One hit by Fury here, and it's all tied up. Right?
Oh, it's not a game breaker. By no means is it an automatic loss, but a hit there off the line, and they're down to 4 players already.
Yeah, Hallows looked to come out strong on that start. They knew there was a little less power coming at them after the rush.
One of the things that many people don't realize is that you can really only have so many throwers at a time, so you don't really start to lose your offense until you go down to 3 or 2 players. Often very hard to get off more than 3 or 4 balls at once. Kevin there with his safe block.
He's become so good at blocking with a single hand.
Probably one of the best blockers around, and a very good pump fake at the line there, but unfortunately the ball goes up and Jason picks up the catch.
You really got to watch those pump fakes, because sometimes they get popped up so much when you try to close out on someone with a really hard throw, and you never know who will be there backing them up.
Yeah, it's those players that are falling backwards. Once their chest is pointing up in the air, that's where that ball is going to go. A very subtle thing to keep in mind once you're toe-to-toe with somebody at the line, but how you place it can make a big, big difference.
So they're back to their starting 5, and Brian goes out, so down to 4, but they're still in decent position, even with starting a man short.
Waddell controlling the line. Almost gets a toe pick there. Nice little dodge. Jerry Taylor throws one wide. Distribute the balls. Who are they going to pick? A little bit scattered there. Here comes Jason. He's definitely not holding back on those throws. You can hear him trying for it. Oh, and very unfortunate.
Double hit, it looks like.
Both players with a good reaction, but unfortunately their reactions combined to create a disaster. And Deathly Hallows closes it out once again.
Just like that. Just took a matter of seconds for Fury to fall apart on that.
Yeah, we had a really even-looking game there, and it just fell apart on one unfortunate play.
Just too many people trying to make a heroic play. Sometimes it's better to just cash in your chips early and play around for a few more throws.
I don't know. I like their moxie on that one, Chris. Go hard. It's the final. You're down a few points. You gotta get those back. You gotta make those plays.
Oh yeah, when you're down, you gotta gamble. Not even just when you're down on the score, but when you're down on the court, the amount of good opportunities you get keep coming less and less. You may as well just play for those hits. It's another standoff after the rush. Jason with the double block. Gets the ball away.
Fury establishing some line control here.
Yeah, very much a control for start.
Pretty much all the balls on their side.
Lisa holding one for control, is able to stop the counter rush. Paul doing a good job of breaking up that throw. Balls coming in one by one. It's not a group throw anymore. And a lot of these players are very good at getting that throw in, and that makes everybody hesitate. Girls guarding the line there.
You're having a tough time coordinating a group throw here for some reason.
Yeah, they're just going to opt to get rid of the balls and try again for next round here.
Yeah, they're moving up to the line, but I think in most of these cases, Deathly Hallows has established some possession at the back, so they're definitely in a position to interrupt the throw or run some counters. Makes it very hard to sync up your throws when you're facing a strong defense like that.
When they have to cycle the balls in that situation to some of their more confident throwers, I think.
Sometimes it's just a matter of setting up quickly. If you can get to the line just a few seconds earlier, that may be just enough time that the other team doesn't have a chance to pick up. Fortunately, we can't see the back of the court here, but oftentimes that's what'll make or break a group throw. The setup can be just as important as the execution. Jason just missing the ankles there. And nothing too consolidated coming out of Deathly Hallows. They picked up the lead, but it hasn't been that tight, just a kind of scattered events. Some hits here and there. Jared with a nice cross-court hit. That was a fastball.
Yeah, that came in hot.
Not only is he throwing fast, but he's running fast. When he does both those things at once, the ball's going to come in that much quicker. Another game gets closed out. Fury, a team which has probably had more turnaround games than any other I've seen, is yet to sort of turn one of these 4-1 situations around.
They have had a pretty good record against Deathly Hallows though throughout the season, so they know they can win against them. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. This is still anybody's game. We're looking at a score going into the halftime of 9-4, but we've got another 25 minutes of dodgeball to play.
At least.
And yeah, we definitely got room for anything to happen here. All right, so we're gonna go to the halftime show now with Amber Rose. Thank you for that, Amber. And we're back. Both teams congregating before the start of the second half, discussing their strategies. Any thoughts from either of you on what needs to change here for Fury?
Go ahead, Chris.
Well, Paul being on the court himself, yeah, it's a little close to the situation. I think Fury has to come out guns blazing. They're in a deficit here. They have to try to take away the speed of the Deathly Hallows a little bit, and just keep them on their heels rather. And they can only do that by establishing a bit firmer line control, better group throwing, and having a few lucky bounces go their way too wouldn't hurt.
Deathly Hallows definitely looking very comfortable on the court. We also have a correction to bring you here at halftime. The score is in fact 8-4, not 9-4. Everything we said before was wrong. We apologize for that, but we're not that good at this. And we're getting ready to go. Ball with a nice hit off the rush. Jason finding a hit as well. Very strong start here from Fury.
And that's the kind of start they need.
Absolutely. Kevin there with a strong counter rush. Both teams showing a lot of skill off the beginning here. Ball with a block, a dodge. Finds a safe throw on the outside. Couple balls by Mike Waddell's feet. Nothing too dangerous there.
Looks like Deathly Hallows is just patiently waiting for their moment here.
Yeah, they don't have the balls there to really put something together. They've got two now, so they can look for a counter. And here comes Mike Waddell. Just puts it outside of Lisa's feet. Again, one of those missed opportunities we were talking about earlier. Paul Laking on the counter. Some good placement there between the two teammates. Paul's got the back and Jason's got the front. Nowhere for him to go.
That's just a really strong counter rush.
Mike Waddell there in the center with a nice cover is able to get Brian off the counter. And both teams looking pretty even now. Paul there with a real nice nick off the knee pads there on Corey. Real nice timing.
Takes the trade though, and Paul is off the court as well.
Yeah, Corey not an easy player to get a jump on. Probably actually one of the best in those one-on-one standoffs for getting his timing right. Jason does a little bit of bowling there. Lucky for him on that throw, when he's playing in the neutral zone, he puts into the turf, he's not out. A little bit of an advantage of this format for him.
Mike and Megan are just looking to get up numbers, targeting Melissa there.
Jason looking to answer back. And there's that real tough windmill throw. Very hard to get under that because it's coming up at you. Really hard for you to wrap your hands around. Not too many people catching those.
Yeah, that is on point. That is a good throw.
Now we're down to a one-on-one for this game. Fury needs it. Really well placed ball, but not on target. Megan not afraid to throw. Jason's able to close it out.
Strong effort by him and Paul in that game in particular.
Absolutely. I love to see Megan as the last lady on the court too. She's got no quit in her. She'll just keep throwing, keep taking her chances.
Yeah, I'd say she's better off trying to get Jason out on a hit there than trying to stand her ground and catch. She's got a hell of a throw.
Oh yeah, no, nobody's catching that throw when Megan's got a pretty sizable throw herself. So there's always going to be some opportunities there. Paul answers back, a little bit wide. Those off target throws are the safe throws, but they also don't get the hits as often. Jason just eating them up.
Catches Jared on his knees there.
Yeah, just keeps turning that windmill. A little bit of windmill of death there. Oh, Dwayne answers back and unfortunately goes right off the noggin of Kevin Chaput.
That's his second headshot of the game, so he'll be sitting once again.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Most of those, especially those ones that goes high, not a lot of malice in it. Just kind of the fact of the game. Some of those balls slipping. We're in our first season here with some of this new equipment, and where you want the ball to go and where it goes is sometimes a bit of a different thing. Fortunate to get 2 of those in a game.
Well, especially when you have someone jumping Bryce, timing and knowing exactly how high they're going to jump. Another 6 inches, and that's a clean hit. But.
No, absolutely.
Just the 2 ladies on the court right now for Deathly Hallows.
Very far hard for him to move up into 3 balls there. Christina looking for the counter.
And she's alone now.
Staying alive. Jason putting that one high. Got to be careful. They lose 2 players here off a headshot. It'd be brutal. That could be the end of it for him.
Christina's just such an elusive player, and she can really surprise you with those short little hits at the end.
Absolutely.
Just catch you trying to reach on the line.
Not the most aggressive player, but still looking for her chances. Gets one there.
Just what you were talking about, Chris.
Another chance there. Another dodge. Dwayne putting some high now. Not seeing a lot of control here from the Fury team, but they do close it out.
And she takes a seat on the bench.
Yeah.
Alright, a couple wins off the half there. Fury closing the gap.
What are we at now for the score?
Looks like we've got 8-6.
Is that the right score?
Well, based on first half, I can say pretty confidently I have no clue.
Absolutely. So if you guys at home, if you know the score better than we do, just pay attention to yourselves, because we are not a trustworthy source. Tim making the run. Lisa coming up a little bit late. Not able to survive.
Just hung out to dry there. There was no support from her team at all.
Bad coordination from Fury there. I don't think she knew that she was one going to be doing the run. Brian comes up. Puts it between the 2 players. Good pump fake from Taylor. Deathly Hallows with control of the line. Taking their time, getting their chances. Not enough balls for Fury to have any defense set up.
It's just slow and methodical right now.
Absolutely, they're not being given any reason to hustle, so they're just taking their time and closing it out. And no surprises there. Deathly Hallows is able to shut this one down.
Really noticed the wind out of the sails without that windmill of Hennessy in that game.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, and they're also suffering a man down from Dwayne's penalty as well, so that certainly didn't help them.
Yeah, lots of stuff against Fury in that game. Just not a very good start for them, and once you get behind to another good or equally skilled team, it's hard to turn it around. Both teams get to line about the same time there. No offense, both teams just sizing each other up. Deathly Hallows in 3 balls. Here comes the counter. Nothing comes out. And unfortunately, the block goes off Corey there in the back. Kevin comes to the line. Couple throws. Paul the counter. Gets the hit.
Mike almost picked that one up.
Absolutely had his hands on it, but once he hit the ground, it popped out. Nope. Dwayne getting a little confused at the line. Might have misread the court a little bit. Might have thought he had a little bit more help.
Paul is just playing with a lot of energy right now, getting some crucial hits in this game so far.
Absolutely. It's not just about how you throw, it's positions you put yourself in and when you get to throw.
You know what? That's just veteran
Tim pops it
savvy,
up,
I think.
and a really good catch there. Really good awareness from Tim to stick with that ball. He's gonna... Well, he doesn't get away safely, but still. That's a big swing that did need to happen there. He's able to keep his presence of mind and reach behind his head to pick up that catch.
Well, Corey's such a great catcher. To bring him back into the game gives you
Absolutely.
a fairly decent chance of turning it around.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways that can turn into a big thing here. We got a 4-on-2, but either of these players, Amber or Corey, can make a catch, and if they do, that's going to be back on even footing. Both pretty wily, pretty hard to hit, staying low and moving around. Corey sends it in.
Doesn't look like Sheriff can make the play on that one.
No, I was a little too far back.
As in the Raptors anyway, I think.
Oh, but Corey gets stuck at the line there. Unfortunately, Jason finds the ball to pick him off. Very tough situation for Deathly Hallows now. It's Jason on his own. Picks a safe spot. Nothing too coordinated here. Amber comes up.
And that was right in the baby maker.
There's a couple's love there.
You'll need that later tonight. If she lets.
If she can. Hopefully that doesn't throw off her dance moves any. We'd really hate to see that happen.
Looks like Dwayne getting a warning here from the referee. If he throws one more headshot, he's done tonight.
Yeah, we haven't seen that happen yet in the season. The penalty's so stiff, nobody wants to be doing that on purpose. Taylor gets to the line fast and sloppy, gets out okay.
Didn't quite convert on getting Hennessy there, though.
No, Hennessy pretty fast on his feet himself. Fury in control. Setting it up, no defense for Hallows. Taylor takes a shot.
Fury's staying in a pretty good position here with a couple key players out for Hallows already.
It's true, but they've lost that court control. Big hit there from Hennessy. The windmill strikes again. Good little piece of ball control there from Dwayne Hoffenbauers, keeping the ball on his court. Kevin being patient. Takes a shot. Dustin and Dwayne do a little dance. Zinski gets a hit, gets stuck at the line, but it looks like Zinski's able to get the catch. And nice pickup there from Hoffenbauer to close out the game.
Great retribution for Hoffenbauer there, coming off the second headshot sit. Makes a couple nice plays for the team.
Yeah, he definitely was trying to help his team out in a good way after the penalty.
You'll know this for one more headshot, so it's okay. No, you're not. You're gonna...
Tim on the rush now for Hallows. Looks like he'll pass it off to Jared for a quick hit.
Jared takes the shot, sends it wide. Nice block there from Dustin. Not always easy to get those, especially when they're curving. Dustin gets caught at half court, but he's able to make the catch.
That was a great catch.
Real nice. He's got really calm hands, Dustin. Some of those balls that are lower to the outside doesn't do too much, but they stick to his fingers once they're on him. Decent bit of sink there on the group throw, even with the interrupter in there.
Tim just lurking in the backcourt.
Absolutely, they don't know he's got it. Here he comes. Oh, he misses the opportunity.
Splits the uprights there, but converts on a
Makes
catch.
a nice catch there. Howells only has 2 balls here. Doesn't look like Fury has much intention of moving up to the line. Might have a couple balls out of play.
Yeah, things are really slowing down here in the second half.
Big group through there. Toss to the corner, finishes it off, and Deathly House takes another game.
They're able to maintain their lead, going up 2 again there.
Looking at 10-8 according to our numbers. And this has turned out to be a much more even match. We're seeing a lot of back and forth here, not only in the score, but also in the play.
Yeah, as we get closer and closer to that end time, we're going to see teams either taking a few more risks or really laying back and just hoping to win those games to close the gap.
Yeah, we're also going to see fatigue start to play more and more of a factor. Some of these players will be able to keep the pace for the whole game, but not everybody's going to be able to keep sprinting for the whole hour.
Yeah, often as games go on, you're going to see defense playing a much larger role, arms wearing down, and people still reserving their ability to catch late in the game.
We do have some good athletes out here, though. I expect that there's more than a few players who are going to be running hard all the way up to the end.
Deathly Hallows really can't sit on their lead too much. Sometimes you try to play defensively and it's just going to hurt you. They need to stick with what they've done earlier in the game to build their lead.
No, this is not particularly a defender's game, and being up only by 2 games here, that's not enough of a lead to sit on. There's going to be a lot of games played yet, and Mike would reaches for the throw there, but unfortunately he takes it off the hand.
Telly is looking for support, didn't quite get it, couldn't quite track the ball himself for the catch.
Yeah, unfortunately his teammates were in the right position there. And nice counter there, takes it down to 1 player. Oh, and once just sneaks through. Another game for Fury, closing it down to a 1-point lead.
And this is really what you want to see in a final. 2 of the best teams out there competing, the game being close. Can't ask for much more.
Oh no, absolutely. Everybody knew that these teams were on pretty even footing, but it's nice to see that come out in the score as well. Kevin makes a good effort. The Fury does a good job of pegging him off at the line.
You may have got hit out there a couple times, I think.
Oh, it never hurts to be sure. You can always ask questions after. Amber kind of stuck up the court, looking for it. Unfortunately, doesn't get what she wanted. She saw it, but she didn't get the catch.
She freaked out a little there.
Oh, well, she's known to be a bit of a hothead. We've all seen the pictures. We've seen the red eyes. Howell's on the heels.
Jared looking for a catch there. It was just perfect placement, though.
Yeah, I guess nicked on the outside. Couple on the court now.
One of the newer power couples of Dodgeball.
That's true. Paul and Amber are one of the few couples that actually have split up between teams. Mike looks for the catch, doesn't get it. Nice placement right off the knee.
Christina just trying to avoid the screen from her husband there.
Finding the gap. Fury picking the safe spots on the outside. Not taking any chances.
And again, Christina's showing her ability to stay alive in these moments. The clock is going to be their friend here.
Yeah, absolutely. If your team's ahead, it can't hurt to take a little bit more time off it.
And she's such a small target out there. It's tough to get her on the back wall.
Absolutely.
And so agile. But you know what? The smile never leaves her face at all while she's playing dodgeball.
Absolutely. A true sportsman. Sports lady. Goes to the line. Puts it a little bit lower than she'd like. Dwayne moving up. Pump fake, puts it wide. Ryan. Balls collide in the air. Nice little on-target lob there. Looks like she got the fingers on Melissa. Takes one player off the court. Stays alive again.
Oh, putting on a clinic of the 5Ds here, guys.
Absolutely. Every throw you take off the court just makes it that much easier to catch in that group throw. One less thing to keep track of, but unfortunately she's not able to close it out. Still no real upsetting turnarounds. Pretty straightforward set of games so far.
How about that, though? Fury, for the first time, comes even in the second half here with the Hollows.
Now we're nail and nail at 10-10. So everything that's gone before, it's just starting now. It's just a new game, a little bit more sweat on the court, a little less time, but they're all starting from scratch. Fury sets it up. No defense for Hallows here. They can do whatever they want. Oh, and Tim just gets eliminated there. Nothing for him to do. Those balls came in hard and all at the same time.
Except for Paul, which lobbed his in. Throw the catcher off a bit there.
Hallows takes their turn. Fury doesn't manage to keep much there. Won't have much defense. Gets another hit. Another hit there. Dwayne comes up. Stays alive. Now he's in trouble. Gets hit. Oh, but the ball goes up. And that's just unfortunate. Not too much, not too many wrong decisions there. Just bad bounce, and those go back and forth.
Good save by Jason now.
Yeah. Yeah, if anything, it's a credit to the people who keep track of the balls. Looking for a spot on Corey. You got to be careful there. Yeah, that's a hard player to go hard on. Then they get the hit, which is lucky, but never hurts to take those trades on a catch.
Brings Tim back on, who's such a strong defensive player.
Absolutely.
Has a tendency to flick his foot out though when he goes in for the catch.
Nah, he's got that Achilles ankle. It's not the heel, it's the ankle.
Yeah, I believe they call it the Timmy leg, guys.
Absolutely. Melissa makes a big catch there.
That's a huge game changer for
yeah,
him right now in a tie game.
That just gives Fury complete control there. Where they had a little bit of control before, now they just own it. But there's a big catch there, and now it's a game again.
We're trading big catch for big catch here. It's ridiculous.
Lady sends some balls in. Paul picks a safe height. Christina may be one of those players who doesn't necessarily go that low for her catches. Paul may know it. Little timing adjustment there from the sideline. And another big catch.
Oh no, looks like she dropped that one, right?
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's
the ball camouflage coming into play there.
Absolutely. That's real disappointing. That might have turned that game around. Very close. You can see Megan staying on her knees there, pretty disappointed. Pretty unhappy about that drop.
Yeah, it's a tough mental space to be in after being up so long in this match. To see the minutes ticking by and them down on the scoreboard at this point is a little bit disheartening.
No, absolutely. Momentum isn't just the state of the game. It's a real thing that can give you an advantage on the court. Once you get into that groove, it usually means you've got something figured out. You've got something working for you. And unless your opponent's figured out a way to answer back, that groove's just going to keep on rolling. Dwayne comes up. Hooks it. Nice throw, but goes just a little bit wide. I don't think Tim was expecting that.
It's a nice split between Amber and Tim. Sometimes you're aiming for a space more than one player in particular.
Windmill gets another kill. Oh, and that one goes a little bit high as well.
Tim's going to call himself off on that one, though.
Pretty sportsmanlike. I don't know about that one. That was pretty close. Definitely got him to the chin. It looks like he's saying that maybe he was down a bit, but he didn't look like he was down that far.
Yeah, I think Paul thinks he got him in the face on that one too, but Tim being a great sport on that, saying, nope, I was down. And sometimes that's how it works in dodgeball. The player calling themselves out may be right or wrong, but it's a great show of sportsmanship.
Absolutely.
Well, that's where dodgeball karma comes in. We'll see how that has the effect.
Jason at the line. Not a lot of support from his team here. Finds a spot. Now he's in trouble. One of those great blocks from Kevin again. Not everybody's making those. Here comes Paul.
Oh, he's so good at blocking with a single hand.
Absolutely nice rotations from both teams. A nice throw on the outside takes Jason off the court. Hallows in control. Very nice sink, very nice placement. You can see all those coming at the exact same spot. Waiting for some balls here. Dwayne moves up on his own. Fierce chance to get a hit. Nice placement, so close, but they don't get Kevin.
Good dodges by the Hallows there.
The interrupter comes out just a little bit too early. He doesn't slow anything down. Oh, looks like a little bit of controversy now.
I think we had a headshot by Amber there. She's trying to argue that Dwayne stepped into the headshot.
Sideline calls that as a headshot. Game plays on. Unfortunately, no footage to figure that one out.
We'll have to go to the reverse angle later.
Oh, and Kevin makes a solid catch there.
That's Corey making the catch.
Oh, that's right, sorry.
Call
And
it
that's
what
the
you
game.
will, but it might be a point for Dodgeball Karma.
Might be.
Yeah, despite taking that headshot there, Fury wasn't able to pull it out. Hallows ties it up again in the dwindling minutes of this game.
But now we're going to see Hallows short a player. Making sure they got the right mix on the court.
Yeah. It's a good thing they showed up with extra female players.
Absolutely, you got to have those two female players on at all times. Jared's so fast off the start. Gets the ball in. Oh, and lucky that wasn't on target there. That was right by the hair of
Now,
Jason
I don't know if
Hennessy.
that throw was activated at all yet.
That might have been a dead ball. Still count for a headshot though. Fury looking a little unsure in the backcourt.
Good cross by Paul.
And really see the teams taking their chances here. They don't want to. They really don't want to screw anything up. Jared looking for a clean counter and still doesn't take it.
Yeah, no one wants to be the one to make the mistake here.
A lot of those throws going safe and low. Paul almost gets his hands around it but doesn't complete. Jared gets the hit. Here comes the windmill. Right into the knees. Nobody's figured that one out yet. Jason stays alive. Looks like he might be on his own here. Balrog sizing up his opponents. Another big hit, but unfortunately Deathly Hallows is able to shut it down.
So even with 5 people on the court only, they still take the win for that one.
Absolutely known to happen. I'd be very curious to see in an even situation how that plays out. How it affects teams' win rate. We don't have the data to look at that yet. I'll have to get a few more seasons under our belt. Actually start tracking the games. Hire somebody on full time to keep stats.
Well, so far in this game, Fury hasn't been able to convert on the man disadvantage, but Hallows have been. So they're making the most of those games. Their special teams, very strong here.
Dustin stays alive. 2 players come up. Oh, and that windmill just gets another target. He's killing him.
I think Jason is the hit leader on Fury.
Yeah, throughout the season, Jason was definitely the hit leader for Fury. He had dozens upon dozens of hits. He was averaging about 17 hits a game, if I do recall.
That's quite impressive. Oh, right off the boot.
Seems like his aim's dialing in here, too.
Yeah, he's starting to settle in. We're not seeing as many go off the rafters now. Finding that nice space between the hips and the feet where it's hard for people to get down if they don't expect it.
Okay.
Thibodeau having no trouble with that.
Nice cover by Jared there, too.
Moving up. Little block there.
Dustin looking dejected.
Oh, looks like somebody might have picked off his throw.
Yeah.
Fury in control. Needs to make something happen here. They're behind in numbers.
Just give Jason the ball.
Wow, nice placement, but he gets over it.
That is a great dodge.
And Tim eats it up. Finally one of the first people we've seen in a while to catch that throw.
Ooh, Jared caught reaching. Double team there, though.
Yeah, it doesn't drop too many of those. One of probably the best reachers around. Most people, that's the end of them, but Taylor's got the hands to make those happen. Howell's back in control. Brzezinski takes a chance and makes a real good throw. Doesn't get the hit.
At this point, a win for either team is pretty much make or break. The Hollows can go up at 2, which could end it at this point, or Fury could pull it even here.
Absolutely. Earlier on, you win a game, you lose a game, you don't think too much about it because it could end up as anything. But once you get into the last 10 minutes or so, every game, when it's a close game,
with a huge
wow.
catch. Corey just shaking his head in disbelief there.
They converge on Tim. No, he stays alive.
Great dodge by Tim there, showing some acrobats.
That was
Absolutely.
unorthodox, but it made it work.
Pretty dynamic. Tim, not usually a player who's going to flop around in the air, but doing what he needs to do to get this game done. Defense puts Hallows on edge there. Fury sets up. Tim Newman's got a ball. Fury knows about it. Takes some shots, and they get him in the hands.
The throws coming from all 3 sections of the court there really had Tim having a hard time to stop the ball.
Paul looking to close it down against Dustin now.
Are we down to a one-on-one there? It looked like Hallows was celebrating a hit.
Yeah, it took quite a few trades.
Paul show no fear, goes right up. It's coming back at him. Oh, you see that ball bend in, but it doesn't quite hit the target. And Paul gets the hit. Big win for Fury.
That was right where you want to catch it, and Dustin just couldn't quite convert on that one.
Oh, he just went a little bit lower than he wanted to. You can see it hit him right on top of the ribs.
He definitely wants that one back. Dustin would catch that ball about 80% of the time.
And that's a really tough loss for the Deathly Hallows. They were up in that game. They were dominating, and they just had a few bad plays.
Yeah, now instead of going into the final minutes with a 2-game lead, it's all tied up. Fast rush. You can see both teams really want this. The energy's back. Still a pretty slow start off the rush. Now a little bit of action. No casualties yet. Oh, we got Amber walking off the court.
And there's a good chance this could be the last game. Time is really running low here.
Both teams taking their time. Jed moves up a bit. Has a little bit of help from the other side. Sideline calls out a bounce. Was very close. Nice awareness from Kevin there to make the dodge. Looks like Hoppenbauer comes with a big catch. Not a very tidy group here there.
No, they're getting in each other's way just a little bit right now. Game's a bit frantic. It's all on the line right now.
Fury not playing too much offense, just waiting in the back. Moving up a little bit here. Here's a chance. Nothing too scary there. Coy finds the block. Fury with some defense. Oh, Megan goes for the dive, but unfortunately isn't able to convert.
Close one there.
She picked out a good spot. Kevin with 2 balls.
Corey with 2 balls as well.
Again, those throws are split up. Not coming in at the same targets here. And you can see just how set off or put off Deathly Houses by the defense there. Dwayne Hoppenbauer is probably one of the best defensive players in terms of throwing those balls that just tear up group throws.
like we got 3-on-2 here, if I'm not mistaken. Looking strong for the Hallows. They got some good throwers on here.
Oh, they got a lot of power, but now it's 2-on-2. Fury calls for a reset. Oh, we got Paul in the court too. This is 3-on-2 for Fury.
Fake throw throws Mike off there a little bit.
Absolutely. All you need is a little bit of hesitation. That'll tear a throw apart. Looks like it's 2-on-2 now. Throws go a little bit wide. Paul finds the ball. It's on target, and Mike gets the pop-up. Another one. We've seen so many of those this game. 1 minute left in this game. And a big catch there.
That was a 3-on-1 catch. That was one of Lisa's first catches of the game, and it couldn't come at a better time. Wow.
Eliminates maybe the most offensive player left on the court for the opposing team and bring back one of their most offensive.
Oh, no,
and Jason makes another catch. This is devastating.
Corey just threw that one away. That was really unfortunate.
Real unfortunate. Amber's staying alive, just trying to fight to win this one. Are we done? We're down to the last game. I see green on the clock. This is it. If you're taking his time, doing this right, keeping those throws low. Kiss from Amber can still make this a 2-on-2 situation, looking for a hit. Jason moving up, puts it low. Amber's staying at the line all by herself.
She's playing aggressively.
There it goes. That's the championship. Fury takes it.
What a huge come from behind win for
wow,
them.
and you can see how happy they are about that. Lots of celebration on the Fury side. Really great end to a tense game. Wow, we had some back and forth at the start. We said we had no turnarounds, but the game ended on a huge turnaround. A game that looked like it would just be another closeout for the Deathly Hallows. They've been doing it all match, but the very last one, Lisa turns it around on her head with a big catch. Wonderful stuff.
Yeah, that's the turning point, probably of the entire match.
Absolutely.
Thought it was over.
That's the #1 moment for sure.
You really can't ask for a better, more close final than that one was right there. It came down to the very last seconds, back and forth 2 or 3 times in those final games. Wow.
The situation they got me facing, I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the street, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my tin in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a loped out gangster, set tripping bank.